Hello students, welcome to the class 7th standard mathematics. Today we shall learn exercise 1.5. So this exercise completely occupies the statement problems on integers. So what is that? Statement problems on integers including all mathematical operations. Okay, which mean all these problems are statement problems. It includes addition, subtraction, multiplication, division mixed with all the sums. Okay, now let's see the first problem. One night in Kashmir, the temperature is minus 5 degrees Celsius. Next day, the temperature is 9 degree Celsius. What is the increase in temperature? Which means the previous temperature is given, previous day temperature is minus 5 degrees Celsius. The next day temperature is, that is, they have given 9 degrees Celsius, but they are asking what is increased temperature, which means from the next day temperature value from 9 degrees Celsius to and the previous day temperature value minus 5 degrees Celsius, we can subtract the temperature values so that we can get the increased temperature. Now let's move to the solution. Here temperature at one night, okay, that is 5 degree minus 5 degrees Celsius. The next one, temperature at second day is 9 degree Celsius. Therefore increased temperature is equal to 9 degrees Celsius minus and minus of minus 5 degree Celsius. Here if there are signs are nearer, what I said, we can multiply. Okay, then if we multiply, what we get? 9 degrees Celsius. Minus into minus, we multiply, we get plus, then the remaining one is 5 degree Celsius. Therefore the increased temperature is 14 degree Celsius. Now let us see the second question. An atom can contain protons which have a positive charge plus. Okay, so protons contain positive charge and electrons which have negative charge. So proton means, remember the plus value, and electron means, just remember that is negative charge, that is minus. When an electron and a proton pair up, okay, when they join together, they become neutral. Okay, they become neutral, which means the electron value and a proton value, when it is joined, then we get neutral value 0 and cancel the charge out. Okay, we get 0 and it becomes cancel. Now determine the net charge. Here look at the first subdivision. They have given 5 electrons and 3 protons. That is, electron means negative. Previously we have seen electrons means negative, and positive means, protons means positive charge plus. So therefore 5 electron means minus 5, 3 protons means plus 3. Okay, then if there are different sign, we can do the we can do the subtraction and with the bigger number sign. Okay, so therefore minus 5 plus 3, if we subtract we get 2, the bigger number sign is minus, therefore we get minus 2. That is, there are 2 electrons are there. So minus sign represents electrons, therefore 2 electrons are there in the net charge. Now let's move to the second subdivision. Here 6 proton means plus 6 and 6 electron means minus 6. Okay, when these two values are added or subtracted, we get what we get? Minus 6 and plus 6 means we get 0. That means it is neutral. Okay. The next one, 9 protons and 12 electrons. Proton means plus 9. Then 12 electron means minus 12. Okay, if we subtract these values, we get minus 3. This minus represents electrons, therefore minus 3 electrons. Therefore the next subdivision, 4 protons and 8 electrons. 4 proton means plus 4 protons and 8 electron means minus 8. If we do the subtraction, then we get minus 4 electrons. Next, 7 protons and 8 electrons. We get plus 7 and 8 electron means minus 8. Therefore, we get minus 1 electron. So, with this, the second question gets over. So, there is a correction, dear student. Here in the book, they have mentioned 6 electrons. Okay. So, therefore, this value will be changed. That is plus 7 protons and minus 6 electrons. So, we will get plus 1 proton. Okay. We get 1 proton. Now, the third question is, scientists use the Kelvin scale as an alternative temperature scale. Okay. Instead of temperature scale to the degree Celsius, instead of using degree Celsius, the scientists will use Kelvin scale as an alternative. So, now by this relation, okay, by this given relation, that is temperature degree Celsius is equal to T plus 273 into K. So, using this relation, convert the following to Kelvin. Now, therefore, all these subdivisions are given in Celsius. Now, we need to convert all these values into Kelvin. So, let's go to the first subdivision. Here T degree Celsius. Here instead of degree Celsius, what is given here? Minus 275 is given, which means we are going to convert this degree Celsius into Kelvin. So therefore we can write it, instead of T we can write it minus 275 degrees Celsius, that is minus 275. So instead of T I am writing minus 275. The remaining value plus 273. Okay. If we do the subtraction, there are different signs. Okay. If we do the subtraction, we will get minus 2. The greater number sign is minus. So, the subtraction of the value is minus 2 Kelvin. Therefore, you need to bring the K value, which is Kelvin. So, this is the answer for this first subdivision. Let's go to the third subdivision, that is minus 400 degrees Celsius. What is given relation in the question? T degrees Celsius is equal to T plus 273 Kelvin. So, instead of T degree, instead of temperature value, what we can? Minus 400. The degree Celsius as it is we can write. Instead of T we can write minus 400 and plus 273 into K. So, this value becomes Kelvin. So, now there are different signs. Therefore, we need to do the subtraction. Minus 400 and 273. Okay, just do the subtraction and put the greater number sign. So, here greater number sign is minus. So, then we can do the subtraction. So, if we borrow the value, it is 0, 0. Then here if we borrow this becomes 3 and here it becomes 10. And again if we borrow the 1 from the second digit, it becomes 9 and this becomes 10. Now 10 minus 3 we get 7. 9 minus 7 we get 2 and 3 minus 2 we get 1. So therefore minus 127 Kelvin. Now let's go to the fourth problem, that is find the amount that is left in the student's bank account. Okay, if he has made the following transaction in a month, his initial balance is rupees 690. Okay, therefore if he deposit 485, what is balance? If he withdraw 500, what is balance? If he withdraw 350, what is balance? If he deposits rupees 89, what is balance? And if another 300 was withdrawn, what is balance? So all these balances are we are going to find out. So in the transaction we can see that That is, initial balance is rupees 690. So if he deposit, so remember that if the deposit means remember the plus, if it is withdrawal remember the minus. Okay, deposit of 485 means how can we find the value? That is amount equal to initial balance, or you can write amount equal to balance. If it is deposit, put the plus sign. If it is withdrawal, put the minus sign. So therefore amount equal to balance and deposit, or balance minus withdrawal. So for the first subdivision, he has done a deposit of rupees 485. So initial balance 690, that is 690 plus, and deposit amount is 485. If we add all these values, we get, so 0 plus 5, 5, and 9 plus 8, 17, and then we get becomes 1. Then if we add all these values, we get 11. Therefore the amount is rupees 1175. The next subdivision is, so let's see the second subdivision, withdrawal of minus 500. Now if we do the amount left after withdrawal, okay, now how much of money he has? Okay, he has rupees 1175. Now from this total amount, if we do withdrawal, that means minus 500, we get, that is, you can do the subtraction 175 and 500. Then we get 5, 7, and if we subtract 11 minus 5, we get 6. Therefore the amount is 675. So the balance amount is 675. And again the same person does the withdrawal of 350. So in his balance amount 675 rupees are there. So if he does the same withdrawal minus 350, we get 675 minus 350. Okay, withdrawal means we have to do the subtraction. Okay, then 5, and 7 minus 5 we get 7 minus 5 we get 2, and 6 minus 3 we get 3. Therefore the balance amount is rupees 325. Next we shall move to the fourth subdivision, amount after the deposit. Okay, next with the balance amount 325, the person deposit the amount rupees 89, which means he adds the money 89, that is plus 89. Okay, 325 plus 89 means we get 14, then carries 1, then it becomes 11, therefore we get 414, that is rupees 414. Now the amount after withdrawal, from his balance amount 414, he withdraws the rupees 300. Therefore we get minus 300. If we subtract this value, 414 minus 300, we get 4, 1, and 4 minus 3 we get 1. Therefore the balance amount is rupees 114. With this the fourth sum gets over.